I'd now like to call upon Kevin's wife, Cyndy, to come up and say a few words. Cyndy?
Can everybody hear me at the back? Can everybody hear me back there? Okay. Okay. Sometime between 10 o'clock p.m. and midnight on June 26, 2004, I fell in love with Kevin McCormick. I had gone out with a couple of girlfriends and coincidentally ran into Kevin at the same pub. We had spent a few hours deep in conversation. I went home with my girlfriends and woke up the next morning and knew my life would never be the same. It was ironic that I had known Kevin as a BCBC maintenance worker who had come to my desk often to chat me up for the previous 9 years. As well, we often ran into each other at the most unlikely of places dozens of times, including me sitting in traffic at a red light, turning my head to see Kevin in his vehicle, grinning back at me. 2 weeks after the pub meeting, by chance, our paths crossed again on the patio at St. James's Well. I had been walking with my head down, and when I looked up, Kevin was standing there looking at me as though he had been expecting me. He said, "We have to do something about this," and we both knew exactly what he meant. I sat down to have a quick drink with him, and while doing so, he received a call from his friend Gary. I heard Kevin's side of the conversation, and it went something like this. "GR, you're not going to believe this. You know that girl I've been telling you about for so long? She's actually sitting here with me. Can you believe it?" That just melted my heart. Gary made it to the pub in 2 seconds flat to come and meet me, and Kevin and I have been together ever since. Kevin was my best friend, my lover, my husband, my biggest fan, the love of my life, and my baby. We had been together for 9 months before I was diagnosed with colon cancer. And even though he was sick so much of the time in our relationship, our days and nights were full of laughter, tears, and affection. Not one single day went by where he did not tell me, at least 100 times, how much he loved and appreciated me. We both felt so honored and privileged to be with each other. We had always felt that there was some kind of divine intervention that had brought us together. I will never understand how you wake up loving the other more than you did the day before. The heart is bursting with love, but you are dying. Most nights we fell asleep holding hands. I would squeeze his hand really hard, trying to absorb the cancer and the pain away from him and into me. But it didn't work. I thought my love would cure him, but it didn't work. It's not fair. Even though he glamorized our home life to our friends by telling them that we were going home to take our pants off and watch Matlock. Really, our favorite thing in the world to do was to be at home alone in our jammies with a cup of tea in one hand and each other's hand in the other. Kevin taught me how to hold hands 50 different ways. By his own accord, Kevin fancied himself a wordsmith. Kevin had the most quickest, sharpest, cleverest, darkest wit and memory of anyone I have ever known by far. You could pick any word out of the dictionary to give to Kevin, and he could give you the spelling and the definition of the word verbatim, as if he was reading it from the dictionary. I used to try to stump him all the time without success. There was only word that I did get him on, and that was the word compromise. Not only did he know the spelling, the definition, he could not even pronounce the word. Eventually, Kevin did learn to compromise, as did I. Every year, we had a beautiful little Christmas tree decorated with electric guitars and purple garland. Kevin loved it. I endured watching the movies Goodfellas and Godfather 258 times. Probably his biggest sacrifice was allowing me a percentage of clicker time. And he learned to love What Not to Wear and my decorating shows, often critiquing the end result by saying, They're not really going to put that color of eyeshadow on her, are they? Kevin and I spent summer nights cuddling on the front porch, planning on growing old together. We talked of opening a business when we retired, with the two most promising enterprises to be the Rub and Tug and Suds Pub. I think that one was to have a pint with something in the middle with a happy ending. And the other, he never fully explained that one to me. And the other was Kevin's Cabbage Shack. Kevin could make a mean pot of cabbage, and I always loved coming home to that. Kevin had a message that Kevin told me that if things had turned around and he was going to get better, that he would spend the rest of his life giving his friends a message. And I'm going to tell you what the message is anyway. And the message is, stop smoking, cut back on drinking, and get a colonoscopy. One didn't just know Kevin, you experienced Kevin. Everyone felt like they were Kevin's best friend. Like 6 degrees of Kevin McCormick, we are all united here because of him. Kevin was very proud of his last piece of work, conducted at McDellavy's music studio in July 2006. It seems just like yesterday. I arranged to have 300 CDs burned of his work. Kevin would be thrilled that you all would have a little piece of him to take home with you today. 1 CD will be handed to you as you walk out the back door. As well, about 1.5 years ago, between chemo rounds, Kevin thought of and started making plans to start a rock school and to mentor youth who may be acoustically inclined at the Aboriginal Friendship Center in Mission. Unfortunately, when we learned he would have to go through another round of chemo, he did not have the ability to carry out his plan. His dream was to create another like a Jimi Hendrix and to keep rock alive. I have enlisted Nick Springate, Terry and Skip Prest to the Kevin McCormick Memorial Fund, including myself. Once a year, we will sponsor at least 1 Aboriginal youth. They will be provided with an electric guitar, an amp, a year of electric guitar lessons, with the plan that they be mentored by Kevin's friends in the music industry. It is our way of ensuring that Kevin's incredible talent, passion, and dream be kept alive. If you would like to offer any time as a mentor or make a donation, please see Skip or Terry Prest at the wake following the service. All information will be available on the website after today. Some thank yous. I want to thank my daughters, Brianne and Ashley, for understanding and never making me feel guilty about putting Kevin first. We will make up for lost time. Thank you, and I love you. Thank you to my sister Shannon for always being there. Thank you, and I love you. Kevin was a very rich man. I want to thank our many friends who stubbornly persisted by calling and emailing with words of kindness and support over the last 2.5 years. There are so many of you to name and so little time. You know who you are. Thank you, and I love you. Kevin's family. Mom Eileen, Dad Lindsay, sisters Jennifer and Patty, and brother Tim. Thank you for accepting me into your family. Thank you for everything, and I love you. Tim, Kevin's brother, words cannot describe my appreciation for you and all that you have done for us. You are Kevin's and my hero. Thank you, Lori and the boys, for putting up with Tim. And lastly, to my baby. To my baby, thank you for loving me deeply, passionately, and unconditionally. You took me from out underneath a dark cloud, out into the beautiful sunshine to share the wealth of your spirit with me. I love you, I love you, I love you.